What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? What's going on? Uh-oh. I thought I fixed this. What's going on, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up? What's up? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, turn on mute. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. The lady said my sound was horrible and my commentary needs work. That's what the lady said. Okay, y'all can't hear me. Hold on one second. I am sharing this to my Patreon because I just went live quick. So hold on, and then we're going to get into it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, a lady said that this morning. She said that my audio is horrible, and she said my audio is horrible, and that I need to work on my commentary. My commentary is horrible too. So I said, okay, girl, whatever. Oh, girl, let me tell y'all something about these barbs and stuff. They baby, they really be trying to prove something. I'm like, baby, is it that deep? Is it that deep? Yeah, it's still on my video too. The comments still there. Moose Nux, I see you, baby. Moose Nux. What's up, Miss Tamara Morgan? What's going on? But right, that's how I said, thank you for the view. You was over here listening, dummy. It's that bad, but you was over here listening, wasn't it? Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into the things because I'm just here for a quick short minute. Okay, so yesterday I had seen that Laila Ali made a post about responding to Clarissa Sheilds. Okay. So it did say that she was gonna break it down into 2 videos or whatever, and that's exactly what she did. So she put the first video out probably about an hour ago, and she gonna put the second video out at some point, right? However, let's get into it because that's the type of read and gag that will send you. Okay, we're gonna listen to it briefly. We're gonna listen to a few minutes of it, but and then I want y'all to go over and watch the full thing. I shared it to my community wall, but see, this is what I mean by humbling yourself and making yourself look a certain type of way. I absolutely agree with everything that Laila said as far as when it comes to Clarissa Sheilds. We are talking about a woman who literally gave Clarissa Shields an opportunity and really got you out the mud. Let's just be for real. Okay? She really got you out the mud. She really was the one that gave you. She gave you an opportunity. She interviewed you. She took you under her wing. You called her your big sister and all of the things. And then you thought that when she made reference to coming out of retirement over on the Breakfast Club, you thought, after she had already given you your props, you thought that she was saying something negative about you. Clarissa sounds crazy. But like I said, I'm gonna play some of the video and then I want y'all to go check it out. But I think that this was a classy read. These the type of reads that you need right here. One of them classy reads, you can't come back from them classy reads. You just can't. So shout out to Queen Laila Ali because she made it happen. All right. Y'all, and if I call her Laila Hathaway, please don't. I know exactly who it is, but y'all, I'm a big Laila Hathaway fan, so I'll trip up and probably say Laila Hathaway's name, but I definitely mean Laila Ali. All right, so give me a minute. I'm getting it pulled up as we speak. No, the poor baby is slow. Is. I probably did say, hey, Miss Muhammad. Listen, I probably did say, I probably did say, Laila Hathaway, honey. Okay. So I'm gonna be working and stuff at the same time. I'm gonna let this play, but I just want y'all to hear, and I'm just gonna play the audio of this. And shout out to Laila Hathaway. See, there I go. Shout out to Laila Ali. First of all, Laila Ali, I love that picture of Muhammad Ali in the background. It is a beautiful picture of him. Like, I like that picture. And shout out to her because she still look good. That lady look good. I don't care what y'all say. Laila looks good. She looks so good. She looks so good. So let's go ahead and get into the things, y'all. All right, let's see.
People have had a lot to say, but I have not addressed it until now. And I know everyone wants to know the answer to the question, will I be coming back?
Chad. Somebody get Chad. Oh, Chad. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, y'all gonna get me in trouble. I'm doing this while I'm at work too. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Okay, let's go. Oh man, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, here we go.
But first, I have got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten way too comfortable dragging my name.
Can y'all hear that good? I just want to make sure. Y'all can y'all hear that good? Let me know. Oh, that gagged me a little bit because I was not expecting that. Okay, y'all can hear good? Okay. All right, here we go.
Even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negativity, drama, and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not going to happen.
Come on now, listen. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't going to do that.
No, that is right.
She was in there, right? She was in there fighting.
And Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila so pretty ass out.
So this right here is the consequence. Now, I have been busy working on other projects that required all of my time and focus, which is why I'm just now saying something. But honey, I have made the time to address this. So today, the bad guy ain't getting away. Now let's hit rewind because we really need to see what's happened over the years, what got us here. Now I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand.
First of all, hold up.
Next to me.
Hold up. When I say that we must crown Laila Ali the queen of receipts, because if she ain't drop 1 million receipts in this video, I don't know what happened. Mama dropped the receipts, okay? I mean, receipt after receipt after receipt after clip after post after, baby, when I say we must crown her the queen of receipts because she came through. Let's keep going.
I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics a second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. Now, this is just a shortened version of the 6-minute piece that aired on CBS in 2016. 21-year-old Clarissa Sheilds is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Clarissa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown. You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan, who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint and help.
I know that when I was fighting, any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me because after I boxed, that was my ultimate high, and I felt like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So
Clarissa's father, a former underground fighter, was passionate about boxing.
He went on to tell me that Muhammad Ali, his daughter, Laila, took after him. And he's like, and my dad, he says to this day, Layla's a bad girl. He says all the time. He said, nobody in our family took up boxing. I thought when he told me that, he was telling me to take after him.
Clarissa beat the odds to win gold in 2012. When the Olympics start in August, she'll try to be the first American boxer to win back-to-back gold medals. Everybody's going to be...
Okay, so... Wait a minute, what happened? Okay, here we go.
Everybody's going to be trying to elevate their game. They're going to be running hard. They're going to be training hard. They're going to be dreaming about beating you. How are you preparing for that mentally and physically?
Honestly, I've learned how to beat every fighting style. Tall girls, short girls, girls my size. Because I'm like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty great, I don't know what
You're supposed to feel that way about yourself.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have been able to get to this level if you didn't feel that way about yourself.
Yes.
I don't know about you ladies, but I have absolutely no doubt that Clarissa is going to win gold again in the Olympics. Women's boxing wasn't even in the Olympics when I was boxing, right. So I'm like, do it for us, because she's in the weight class I would have been in. So yeah. I'm like, go get it, girl, go get it. There's a lot of women who've been training for a long time, and nobody...
What is happening? Sorry, y'all. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Everybody want to text me right now.
Now, 10-year-olds, and they're inspired by people like Clarissa. Now, as you can see, I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going down in weight, somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite.
Girl, I'm not gonna do this today. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I have no clue how this phone keep. Let me use this one. I got YouTube Premium and I don't want no ads, honey. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen as you guys coming in. Please, please, please. We only have 30 likes and we have 159 people in here. Please double tap the screen. It's a free way of supporting the platform.
Next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction, and I had high hopes for her. Whether she decided to turn pro or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive.
Girl! Tracy. Don't come in here with that, Tracy. Don't come up in here with all of that. Talk about my phone. I don't know why I keep doing that.
More competitive challenges.
But that's
I
okay.
told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite.
I bet you we won't do it over there with that bald head phone.
But of course,
okay, here
at
we
the
go.
time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. Now, before we started our interview in Colorado, she said to me, "You're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me." Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now. She told me she saw.
Now I'm really about to get pissed off. Y'all have no clue what is happening.
Me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal. Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on The Breakfast Club, a national show with millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up, I actually mentioned her and made positive comments. Then much later into the interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
Clarissa, stop playing with me, girl. Because I know this you. I know this you, Clarissa. I know this you. Girl.
Back in the ring just for fun.
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my. I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
Amazing. I know. I just turned 40. I can't believe it either. And because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I can pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
How did you and your husband argue? Because he can't, usually they say, you can say something slick, but with you can't say that slickness.
You was on the Food Network's Chopped.
Yes.
And you won.
I did a couple times.
So what brings you more joy, winning in the ring or winning in the kitchen?
I just like to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love. And, cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life forever. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Clarissa Sheilds now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympic.
Not paused at that time. So let me say this.
Won twice.
Laila Ali gave Clarissa Shields her props. She did. There's another point in this interview, and if y'all want to, I'll put the link in the chat. Well, it's on my community wall. It's on my community wall because I'm live on my phone. So let me just say this. She gave Clarissa Shields everything Clarissa Shields even says now when she talks about a building a brand or being secure in your brand. She learned that from Laila Ali. There's a lot of things that she has learned from Laila Ali, and instead of being who you are, and instead of giving her props and her flowers for being who she is, you rather, I don't know why you keep doing all of this big mad money shit talking, because at the end of the day, Laila she don't even talk about you like that no more. Like, girl, anyway, let's keep going.
Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis. But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Laila Ali. I have so much respect for her, and I like her. I actually call her my Big Sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my weight class. And, I'm just like, Nah. And I just feel like, she gave props where it's due, but she also spoke on how, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her when it's like we got two different goals and sets in life. Me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. Even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now. Fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. And yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there, and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and the girls that Laila Ali fought wasn't that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen, and if Laila Ali wants to come back, we can rumble, we can go. This is not like, oh, I'm going to step away. I respect her and everything, but you're not going to come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying?
She said you ain't finna come back and beat me, is what she said. Now, mind y'all, that Breakfast Club interview was what, 8 years ago? Maybe 9? Laila Ali retired in 2007. How old is Laila Ali? She was born in 77. How old is she? Let me see. She 47 years old. Okay, so this was about 7 years ago. The Breakfast Club interview was about 7 years ago.
This can happen. I just don't like the disrespect. And this is my last video too about this. I never used her name to try to be like, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement, she just gonna beat me if she decided to.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me. Especially since I had literally told her that I retired from boxing because I didn't feel inspired or challenged anymore by the level of competition that was available to me. We had that talk. So I learned a lot about her character and her mindset. She took what I said out of context and made it all about her. I decided I was no longer going to invest time or energy into her. But she, on the other hand, she took it straight to social media, started comparing her boxing skills to mine, making negative comments about me, and pitting herself against me in a fight. A year later, I was doing press for my show.
Girl, I am so over this. Y'all, please. Why is there why oh yeah, let's try it. Why is there hold on, let me pause this. Why is there 205 people and only 57 likes? Please hit that like button, baby. Please hit that like button, baby. Okay. Double tap the screen. It's pretty easy. Double tap the screen, or there's 3 white dots up at the top right hand corner. For those of you that are just tapping in, I do see some new names. So welcome. But let me say this. I don't see anything wrong with Laila coming out and speaking in regards to this, and I really don't see anything wrong with her pulling receipts up that showed the fact that Clarissa Sheilds once really saw Laila Ali as a big sister, and then now all of a sudden you see her as competition, and you shade her in every interview you do, and all of that, and the lady be giving you your props. The lady be giving you your props. She was giving you your props, and you chose, you, mama, you chose to then come at her as if you can beat her, And again, right, I think that is very, I think that's very feasible. Back then when Laila Ali was in her prime, yeah, even when she said when she was 40, she gonna say it in this video, when she was 40, she kind of offered to do a little something with Clarissa, and Clarissa acted all shocked and then changed the subject and didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And then you wait years later on down the line, wait till she's not really in her prime anymore, to then come out here and say you want to whoop her, you want to do it. Clarissa, this the way I see it. This the way I see it, sis. Show how great you are based off of what we have now. Like, why you going to grab somebody who is retired? And she literally told you why she retired. So why go grab somebody out of retirement to bring them now and then want to bring them out and then talk all this cash money shit? Listen. And by the way, Tracy, I am going to talk about that a little bit later on today about the turkey leg cut, about Nakia Holmes. I think it's weird that her younger people want to come at older folks like this. I do too. I think it is too, because like Clarissa said that Laila didn't pass her the torch. She didn't give her the torch and tell her literally, this is how you do it. Well, Clarissa, you be talking out the side of your neck, because if she didn't pass you the torch, right? You saying she didn't pass you the torch. She had the torch, which tells Cousin Larry, bitch, bye. Pass them nuts. How about that? That's what you can pass. You can pass them nuts. That's what you can do. Bro, Laila called her out first. Okay, I know what to do with y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me put this on subscriber only mode. Y'all think I'm finna play with y'all? Y'all just love trolling. Y'all love trolling, honey. Somebody sent me a gift. Thank you so much. Hold on. And even if Laila called her out first, why you didn't handle it then? D'Angelo, we literally are playing a video. What the fuck are y'all talking about? There's literally a video being played of Laila Ali. Y'all think I give a damn to make up some shit about either one of them? I don't. The hell wrong with y'all? Boy, today ain't the day. I still got a cussing spirit on me. I cuss all y'all out. Come here with that bullshit. Ain't nobody making up no shit on them. Ain't nobody making up no shit on big forehead ass Clarissa Sheilds either. Be very clear. Shit, she need to humble herself, and I stand 10 toes down in there, and what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all got the wrong chat. Go over there and chat in her comment section and say whatever the fuck you want to, but get out of here.
National show with millions of listeners. We were talking. He asked me about boxing. He asked me about her. I said positive comments as usual. Then he plays one of her visits.
Are you watching women's boxing today?
Oh, yeah.
You like Clarissa?
I do. I think that she's a talented fighter, and she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set. So now she just has to kind of do her thing. I
talk about Homemade Simple, airing Saturdays, 9 a.m. on the OWN network. Okay, it's an incredible show. I had Clarissa here, right? I asked her who does she think would win, and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She's not cut like me. She don't take the challenges. Like, she didn't fight against Ann Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Laila Ali was to come out of retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's the greatest.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift people, and I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me. Okay. Let me just get that straight right now.
Get that straight, Laila?
Let's get that straight right now. Okay. And not simply because she's not strong enough, okay, because I would definitely knock her out, but because she's not talented enough to beat me. The sweet science to boxing, the reason why you have not been able to knock out the opponents that you've already faced, I can totally see it. Why? But maybe if you would have been a little more respectful, and I'm not talking about thinking you can beat me, do all that. I'm talking about just trying to, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. Yeah. I don't respect her as a boxer. I only respect her as a businesswoman. I've heard her say that before. I was always there for her because she's a young black girl from Flint, Michigan. Yeah. And I want to help uplift her because that's the Ali way. Mm-hmm. I am successful in so many areas outside of boxing. Boxing is not what defines me. There's always going to be another girl. Uh-huh. But I tell you what, when I offered her to spar me, that definitely was a check right there to see. Let me see what kind of heart she has. Uh-huh. You should come.
So here is, and again, I ain't got to make up shit about these people. Here is her explaining to Sway that she had already offered to spar with Clarissa Sheilds, but Clarissa changed the subject and she no longer wanted to talk about it, according to Laila Ali. Again, anybody got to make stuff up on these people? I don't know these folks like that. Y'all got me all the way messed up.
It's for bragging rights. Uh-huh. And she didn't take me up on that offer. I said, okay. And let's put this in context. I'm only talking about this because you're asking me. She's done a ton of interviews since then, and she's always saying I disrespected her. Now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade. And of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see she pitted herself against me in a fight. Now, I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me. It's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was going to stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was going to get you out of there. That's just facts. That's not disrespect. That's boxing talk. Back then in 2020, I did get to a point where I was ready to get back in the ring and show her why. Even though she is talented, I said it back then and I'm saying it now, but she could never outbox me. High-level promoters did reach out to me directly and we had some serious conversations.
Take a listen at this. Since y'all coming up in here thinking that I gotta make something up, I don't gotta make nothing up.
Now, of course, she was never even involved in any of those discussions. Then COVID happened. You know how that was, and it all went away, and I left it alone. Now, here is just a small glimpse of the narrative that she's been building over the years.
But I feel like Laila Ali has always been kind of envious of me. And I'm just so accomplished in women's boxing, and she never got that due diligence and that respect. So to see me getting it kind of pisses her off. So you look at who she fought. Her biggest test was freaking Vonda Ward and Christy Martin. And Christy Martin weighed in at 140 pounds, and Laila Ali was 160. Like, how are you making?
Okay, so for the people that want to gag, and let me go ahead and change this. For the people that want to gag, according to the boxing records, Laila Ali was at 162 pounds at the time, and Christy Martin was at 159 pounds at the time, still being in her weight class. Yeah, that's for those of you that think that I have to make something up. Girl.
Matches like that. So Laila Ali is a hater. That's it. Nothing but her being a hater and her being, envious of my success and what I've done for women's boxing. And she feels like she deserves that credit because everybody kind of give it to me now. And I think that she's like, but I'm an Ali daughter and I boxed before her and I'm 24-0 with 21 knockouts, and she kind of, want people to keep acknowledging her. She's retired.
She's retired.
And she's been retired for a long time. 43. I hate when somebody else try to take somebody else's shine, somebody else's attention. It's like, damn. She's, nobody was trying to take her attention when it was her time. Undisputed champion. She's never been undisputed. And people are comparing me to her, and she gets offended. When it was like, to me, I thought it was a good comparison because I feel like I box way better than her. And for them to be saying that me and her are equal or whatever, she should have been happy because of that, because they're giving her more more props on her skills, which I feel like she didn't really have that much. But whatever. Yeah, we had Laila Ali. Respect. But she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. I'm gonna be different because I'm gonna give my blessing or I'm gonna let a girl take her blessing. And what that means, I'm gonna fight for them girls coming up, and if they beat me, now they're the best. That's how you do it. My advice, Laila, is you will look a lot better, and people will stop calling you a hater and calling you jealous and old and bitter. If you actually stop hating, bro, you will look better if you was to support the black girl from Flint who made it out the...
Girl, what does this lady have to hate on? That's the thing. You talk out the side of your neck. If you're going to be successful, be successful. But what is she hating on? Exactly what is she hating on? You got to be the slowest one, baby. You're not the brightest crayon in the box. Because, girl, what is she hating on? You have yet to say what she's hating on. What is she hating on? Somebody tell me, what is she hating on? Especially these people that come up in here acting like I got to make something up on this lady. What is she hating on? What exactly from Clarissa Sheilds is Laila Ali hating on? What is she hating on? I'm just trying to get an understanding. What is she hating on? Child. Hey, Symmetry Boo.
trenches to where she at now. You will look a lot better. She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing. When people give her props about how she built up women's boxing, and I just don't feel the same way. What really did you do for women's boxing? Like, you let it die. You let it die for 20 years, and then I had to come and put in all the extra work.
And Clarissa, I'm sorry. But let me just say this. Why are you acting like Laila Ali is the only other boxer out here? Why? Why do you act like you are the only boxer that exists as well? That's the problem right there. Why are you pretending like you are the only boxer out here? Why are you pretending like Laila is the only boxer out here? Which tells me that you see Laila Ali as one of the highest one of the greatest to do it, because otherwise you wouldn't keep coming for her. It's period. Otherwise, you wouldn't keep coming for her. Otherwise, you would be up here talking about other boxers, but you're not. You got to make it make sense. So where is the hating and shit coming from? You can't tell me you don't feel no type of way about Laila Ali, because if you didn't, you wouldn't keep speaking on her. It's simple. Child, let's keep going.
To get it to where it is now. I think that wasn't fair, and I don't think that she was as big as a pioneer in women's boxing as she thinks she was. Because I would never do that. I would pass the torch.
There are hundreds and hundreds of women who have participated in the sport of boxing over the years. They have all made a contribution in their own way. We don't need to argue over who's done more. That destructive crab in a barrel mentality is exactly what we don't need in the sport. Here she is on a recent podcast explaining how she's passing the torch and that she has created a blueprint for success, which she is now sharing with other female fighters. She says that the number one thing they need to know is how to build their brand.
I actually promote a woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know, so she can get her big paydays too. It's a blueprint now on how you make $1 million, even if you don't have the gold medals. The biggest blueprint is build your brand.
Oh, she must have forgot years ago she recorded this and said that I gave her the piece of advice that she is now referring to as the most valuable piece of information that you need to be successful. But supposedly I didn't support her and I didn't want to pass the torch.
Laila Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust.
So this whole idea that she started about me being jealous because of her accolades and her surpassing me, do you realize that for years, fans have believed that there's so many fighters that are better than me? I mean, they have more titles than me. Multi-million-dollar fights are happening, more money than I ever made, more money than she's making. So I guess if I'm supposedly jealous of her, I must be hating on them too, right? Nope, I actually celebrate other women's success. I have relationships with those women. We have mutual respect. It's all love. She's the only one who decided to make herself my opposition. And she has created this drama and she's kept it going for the past 8 years. People came to know her because she kept calling out my name. She's obsessed with me and she literally cannot keep the name Laila Ali out her mouth. There are people who will say, she's confident, she talks trash. That's what fighters do. Yes, fighters talk. Nobody did it better than my father and me, and we backed it up. I've never had a problem with the fighter saying they could beat me or that they think they're better than me. That's expected. I don't consider that disrespect. But what I do have a problem with is a liar or someone who intentionally tries to disparage me in order to gain visibility and respect. As I mentioned in my interview on Sway, about 8 years ago, I offered her sparring during one of our phone conversations. I was like 40, 41. It was just to give her some work. Well, she changed that subject and never took me up on the sparring. So when I mentioned it on Sway, there was a lot of comments from the public because people were surprised that she wouldn't have taken that opportunity. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones. It would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do and vice versa. So I guess after the feedback and comments that she saw, she felt the need to take it to social media and put out an excuse.
I don't swear that if I was so tough that I would have sparred her for brownie points. I am a 2-time Olympic champ. Only thing that matters to me is what happened outside of practice. She talking about practice. Take the hell out. She talking about practice. I don't care about sparring nobody. I'll get in there and spar and work with anybody. All I care about is fighting. But like I said, she don't really care about women's boxing.
So that was her response. Why sparring? It doesn't mean anything. But many years later, she comes up with a whole new story.
And the thing is, she keeps saying, one time she asked me to spar. Let me tell you this. Jason Crutchfield was my eyes and my ears back then. Because I was naive. I don't pay attention to stuff. Jason had already told me back then she feels some type of way. Coming in, gold medals and doing your thing, he was like, she feels some type of way. But she's still embracing you though. And I said, okay, whatever. But I had mad love for her though. So it was like, the closest thing to Muhammad Ali is Laila Ali. So I love this girl. You know what I'm saying? And looked into her, took her advice and everything. He said, when we going down here, because she had appointed me to give Muhammad Ali the Liberty Medal in Philadelphia. Now that when she asked me to spar, I said, you want to spar me? And that's when it was more of like a, dang, I hate that coach was right about you. I'm like, okay, well, we can spar when you want to spar. I got my stuff in the car. She like, no, it ain't like that. I'm more about, let's not talk about it, let's be about it.
Now, you know that was a flat out lie. We know that if that were true, she would have said it years ago when it first was mentioned that she wouldn't spar me. There is absolutely no way she would have passed up the chance to tell everyone that she called my bluff and I backed down. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know
that is facts. That is facts. So for the people who keep saying that Laila Ali is washed up and all of the things, Carl, I saw your comment. But the thing is why didn't you take the opportunity? Why didn't you take the opportunity? Why? Why didn't you take the opportunity? That would have been an opportunity for you to really run your mouth out here. It'd have been an opportunity for you to really go gangster, since that's what you all about, is mouth at this point. I need y'all to go watch her video. There are receipts in Laila's video. But can y'all do me a favor? And I know the people who probably don't agree with me ain't gonna do it. But to the people that do, can y'all please hit that like button? There's 415 people in the room and there's only 113 likes. Please hit that like button. Now it's 315. But y'all can hit that like button. Can y'all double tap the screen real quick? Just hurry up. Double tap. Harry. See, there you go right there. Somebody said, I have not heard of Clarissa until Papoose, honey. Who is she to the Ali baby? What? Wait. No one has heard of Clarissa Sheilds before Papoose. Well, I ain't gonna say no one. I didn't know who she was before Papoose. Not like that. Not like that. And again, here we go back to the fact that Laila Ali got you out the mud. She gave you an opportunity. She allowed you to do an interview, and she literally went on multiple interviews where you weren't even present. You weren't even present, and she still said great things about you. Y'all don't have to delete Carl's comment. Y'all have to delete Carl's comment. Carl just disagree. I'm okay with it. He ain't being disrespectful. Y'all can leave Carl comment in here. Y'all can leave all their comments up in here, just as long as they don't be disrespectful. If be disrespectful, I get to cuss them out and then block them. But he just disagree. And that's okay. Who mad about Pat? Who said something about being mad about Pat? Laila read her down. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. Laila read her down. Laila read her down. Yeah, they not disrespectful to me. I'm okay with their comments. I don't care if they don't agree with me. I stand 10 toes down in my opinion, so I'm cool.
Would have been camera phones, it would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do, and vice versa. I did an interview with Andre for his podcast too, before I had a chance to see her episode. And if you go watch her interview, everything's I think this, somebody told me that, no facts. I need you to understand how deep this goes with this girl. Now I know she's on a constant search for validation. She needs to feel important, and it's obvious she's fixated on me. But watch how she sits on The Breakfast Club, the same show she saw me on back in 2018 when I said I wasn't making a comeback. She goes on in 2020 after dragging my name for years and acts like she has no idea why I no longer support her or want anything to do with her. Now she knows The Breakfast Club is a national show with millions of listeners. So she's careful not to say anything negative about me because that wouldn't fit the story she's trying to sell. Instead, she plays it safe so she can position herself as the victim.
Do I want to fight a 41 or 40-year-old Laila Ali? No. I want to actually her embrace me. I embrace her, and we build women's boxing to the place where it's supposed to be at.
See, this is what I mean by mamas is slow. This is what I mean by mamas is slow. You just literally said right here, right now. Y'all heard it come out of her own mouth. That came out of her mouth. So now what? That just came out of her mouth. It literally just came out of her mouth. Now what? Exactly. That just came out of her. That literally just came out of her mouth. And y'all just tried to call me a lie. Or y'all just call Laila a lie. And she just confirmed what Laila said.
But I don't think she sees that vision. Like she doesn't show me any kind of support. Like I see her all the time comment on this other boxer girl page, Katie Taylor, and always telling her congrats and everything. But then with me, it's like she don't show any kind of respect or acknowledgement. And I'm a black girl just like she is, who came apart, and I have to been making my way forever. Like I made my own way. I wasn't handed anything. Just about supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? But
I wonder why she wouldn't though. Like, what, did you say something about her back in the day?
I just think that in boxing, she feel like she never got her fair share. I feel like she never got to the point where she wanted to get to, and people recognize Laila Ali, but they always try to say like, oh, she only was big because of her dad, and they don't really give her props on her skills. I'm not one of those people. And then
who's saying that? Who's saying that? Who's saying that, baby? Besides you? Yeah, Clarissa want an autograph and she want a hug. Don't forget the hug, y'all. Don't forget the hug. She got to get a hug. She want a hug. But who's saying that about Laila Ali, who actually has a freaking, I mean, she got records. So who's saying that? The lady has records. So who's saying that? Nobody is just saying, oh, she's just Muhammad Ali's daughter. No, she's proven over the years. So again, this is where I feel like Clarissa this is where I feel like Laila may feel a little bit of disrespect when it comes to Clarissa. Because, girl, the things that you keep saying that everybody is saying is you. It's not nobody else. It's you.
People say that she didn't fight Ann Wolf, but me being a woman fighter, now I realize that it's hard to make big fights with other big women. It really is. So think about it. Back then, when it wasn't a lot of money, wasn't TV exposure, I kind of can see why her and Ann Wolf didn't fight. But people's story is that she was scared of Ann Wolf, and Ann Wolf would have knocked her out. And that's their story.
3 months later, she takes her mask off and she's back to her usual story.
But Ann Wolf, you were a better fighter than her. And I believe that that's where this whole beef started from. That, you know, I spoke on that. She hated whenever your name gets mentioned. She still to this day mentions your name. Say how you were scared of her, how you didn't want to fight her. And I don't believe that for 1 second. And she may have a bigger name, but that's because women's boxing wasn't supported how we are now. If Laila Ali came up in this generation, she would not be known. Nobody would know of her. I know for a fact you would have put Laila Ali ass to sleep. So just because you couldn't do it, you know, you didn't have the opportunity because, you know, she didn't want to sign a paper to fight you, I'm letting you know now. I'm going to kick her ass for the both of us. Yeah, we all know Laila Dudley and Wolf. You know that. We don't got to, she know that. Everybody know that. It's literally written, I think, somewhere.
Now, I've seen this before with Ann Wolf, another fighter who used the same playbook. Both of these women have a lot in common in terms of the way they've been able to get visibility for themselves by using my name and making up lies. Since I'm in the season of pulling skirts, I'm going to go ahead and pull hers too. And I'm going to do another video on her next. That lie that I would not fight her has been told so many times as if it's a true fact. So I'll be gathering my receipts on her too, since she wants to start talking again. This one is so detached and delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Laila Ali, but she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it. Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
Now, what father would embrace someone like her or want to be associated with someone like her while she's trying to tear down his very own child? My father was the greatest of all time because not only did he have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind style in the ring, he was also a remarkable individual outside of it. He used his platform to uplift and inspire people. He carried himself with integrity, kindness, and grace. He was someone our community could be proud of, and he represented us well. You know what my father would say? She's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
Fuck them if they win again. You don't need some bitches with you. Her man ain't got no balls, so you know we big little. Not them fake hoes, do it for the real women. I ain't fucked this nigga 2 years, still bitching. Girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light skin that they just all that. That they can come up with shit talking shit. I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes.
You have a clear picture of what our relationship was and what exactly happened in the past that led to today. Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her accomplishments? So in part 2, I'm going to discuss that $15 million offer and finally answer the question everyone wants to know. Will I be coming back to boxing to get that knockout? If you want to know when part 2 drops, turn on your notifications.
All right. So that's all right. Listen, if you ain't heard the full thing, go over there to my community wall. I posted it there. Let me say this. Some of y'all funny. I seen y'all comments and listen. Just as long as I don't even care what y'all's opinion is. Like, I don't. But let me just say this about Clarissa. Clarissa, mama, I think it's okay to humble yourself, though. I really do. Like, even if you think that you can outbeat and you can whoop Laila Ali, I do still think there should be a level of humbleness. Now, of course, we already know boxers talk shit. That's what they're supposed to do. It's a part of the sport, right? But mama, you out of your own mouth, first of all, you contradict yourself every time you speak, but you out of your own mouth have justified, I mean, not justified, but you have proven everything that Laila has said to be absolutely correct. You'll go to another interview and you will literally say the very thing that Laila said you done said about her while she ain't out here talking. Mama, see, sometimes it's just okay to be quiet. Just like when you sit up there and said you and Papoose was planning on having babies. Girl, that man's still married. Okay? Like, he's still married over here. Girl, what are you talking about the kids and stuff for? Like, again, Clarissa, in my opinion, mama is a little slow. Mama's a little slow. And it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for the Cash App, child. Who sent me a Cash App? Ooh, thank you so much, baby, for your Cash App, Miss Lisa. I appreciate it, baby. Thank y'all for the Cash Apps. I know that's right. Look at God. Won't he do it? Okay, so let me read some of y'all comments because y'all about to make me laugh. Okay, Lorenzo said, Clarissa, don't forget to write a check to Laila for helping build your brand. See, that's what I'm talking about, Lorenzo. Literally, that lady gave you the blueprint. Not only did she give you the blueprint, but she went through all the odds of people who could have told her no to give you an opportunity when she didn't have to do that. Like, let's just be for real. When everybody, when those, let's just be for real. When them white people can say no, Laila still fought for you and got you round there, gave you the blueprint. And this is what people mean by sometimes you just got to humble yourself. Child, I promise you. Do y'all think, let me just ask y'all this question. Do y'all think Laila is going to fight her or do y'all think she's not? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Laila is going to fight Clarissa. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think she's going to come out of retirement and fight Clarissa. Either way it go, I don't think she got shit to prove to nobody. I really don't. She don't got to prove nothing to nobody. But I just want to know, do y'all think she's gonna fight Clarissa or not? By the way she talking, I can go ahead and tell y'all right now, I don't think she's gonna fight Clarissa at all. I don't think she feel like Clarissa at this point is worth it. Because 15 million is a bag. It is a bag. And she set the bag up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Messing with a married man is really a no. God will not allow you to be happy. Why does Laila have to stop or stoop so low for a beggar? Oh, okay. Snow said for what? Okay. She has nothing to prove, says Miss Evelyn. Angel says she doesn't need to fight her. Got you. Okay. Laila says she doesn't want that messy Jezebel attached to her. It's the fact you said messy Jezebel. Oh, T Justice said 1, only time will tell. Okay. Miss Cheryl said 2, she don't have to prove anything. I agree with that. She just gonna clear her name and make Stutterbox look like the fool she is. Well, listen, y'all, I happened to be on Instagram and I had saw that Laila had posted that she made a video. I said, let me get my gay ass over here and watch this video. Let me hear him get my gay ass over here so I can watch this video and see what she over here talking about. And I said, we must crown Mama the queen of receipts because she came with the receipts. She did. She came with the receipts. She shouldn't waste her time, says Miss Carla. Cam said she's another slow slaw. April said she owes Clarissa nothing. I think that's what you meant, is nothing. Miss Tina says she agree with Cam, and I agree too. So again, we'll see what come out of this. Y'all know Clarissa will respond. I'm sure. Let me go look at Twitter right now. I'm sure she done said something already. God knows somebody sent this to her. Let me go over here and look real quick before I get off of here. I'm over here multitasking too. Okay, let me see. X. Because that where Clarissa, she'll do a lot of talking when she don't go live. And I don't really care to watch her live. So let's see. Let me search for it real quick. Yeah, she I cannot why she needs to help. She needs the help, not humble. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you, Lorenzo. Hey, Miss Gloria, how you doing? Okay, let's see. I know Clarissa Shields, baby. I know she can't wait to respond. Did I spell that lady name right? Okay, let's see. Clarissa Shields. Okay, here she go right here. Oh no, that ain't her Twitter. Oh no, but let's talk about what everybody's saying over there on the Twitter about Clarissa. First of all, it's a lady that went off in the Atlanta airport and everybody's saying they look like Clarissa Shields. But anyway, somebody said, why do you think Laila Ali why do you think Laila Ali way past her prime? She hasn't boxed in over 10 years, needs to fight Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields ain't worth it. Go on with your life, Laila Ali. Laila Ali is doing way too much with her and Clarissa Shields beef. How? Every time Clarissa gets an opportunity to open up her duck flapper, she's speaking about Laila Ali. So now when Laila Ali coming out and talk her shit, it's a problem? I don't understand that. I don't get that. Y'all love doing that. Y'all love to pick and poke at folks, and then when folks respond, y'all want to police their response. Hell no. I don't see nothing wrong with her coming out here responding. I want people to stop doing that in life in general. Stop picking and poking at people, and then when they respond, then you want to play the ultimate victim, or you feel like they shouldn't be saying anything. Hell no, that's not how life works. As a matter of fact, you can't police my response at all. Be clear. Then there's other people up here talking about stand up for Clarissa Shields. We need to stand up for Clarissa Shields, honey. Somebody said, I like cocky, outspoken, arrogant black women. Huh? Therefore, I'm always rooting for Nicki Minaj, Clarissa Shields, Sha'Carri Richardson, Jasmine Crockett, Angel Reese, K. Michelle, Azalea Banks, JT, etc. Okay, well, that just tell me who the hell you are. Why you ain't, girl, that just tell me who the hell you are. Somebody said, what do Papoose think? Let's see. Okay, so the talk ain't really made it yet. Which she just posted that video about an hour ago. So it ain't made it yet. That's all I'm saying, Miss Cheryl. Stop poking the bear, because then when the bear responds, y'all always want to police the bear, the response. And I don't think that's fair. How's that fair? They pick at who they feel is against their BS. Laila was called upon several times. And that's my thing. Y'all, I just don't understand. When folks steady bring your name up, and then when you have the opportunity or you choose to respond, it's always a problem. I don't understand that. I'm not mad at Laila for making these videos. Clarissa Shields can go to every podcast and everything else and talk about Laila Ali, so I feel like it's the same. Anyway, y'all, I'm gone. I had to get back to, well, I've been working, but let me get some more work done. And then I gotta go live a little bit later on, and I gotta talk about I gotta give y'all an update on the 2 turkey leg hut owners. In case if y'all didn't know, Nakia Holmes was arrested. Okay, she was arrested. Allegedly, she was hiding her ex-boyfriend, who apparently beat his ex-girlfriend up. And by the way, The man got a slew of charges, okay? And then the husband, y'all know he getting ready to go to trial for arson for setting that place across the street on fire from the turkey leg cut. By the way, they have also renamed and well, I ain't gonna say they renamed the turkey leg cut, but where the turkey leg cut was in Houston, they have now a new restaurant there owned by Black people. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that, y'all, because child, I can't believe that lady knew that man was over there beating up on people, and then she decided to hide him. That's crazy. Laila was on Sway in the morning, and she said Clarissa can get it if she wanted. When was that? When was that, Jordan Hicks? When was that? What in the world? They truly tore the turkey leg brand apart. They did. And y'all, it's so funny. I was searching some photos in my phone the other day, and I found at least 3 pictures of me being at 3 different times being at the turkey leg cut. I'm telling y'all, whenever I would go to Houston, that'd be my spot. It was good. I'm just trying to figure out when she said that, because if we talking about that interview she did, she addressed it. All right, now since y'all in here again, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Y'all can also bless the Cash App $Chef DonDon too if you'd like to be a blessing to the channel here. And again, I appreciate all y'all for your y'all was respectful with y'all's opinion. And sometimes some of these bald head hoes come in here disrespectful, and I have to get them together. So I appreciate it. And sorry about that, Carl. We cool. Appreciate you for coming on over, Carl. I asked ChatGPT who coined Clarence the GOAT. It said she self-proclaimed with a subpar record and a mediocre opponent. I fell out. I fell out laughing. Oh my God. Okay. Not you at ChatGPT. Y'all saw ChatGPT finna turn into sex GBT. And they said they finna get over there and talk about all the sex and stuff. I was like, oh my. Yeah, her interview, it was like a month ago. Really? I don't know if that was a month ago, but even if it was, she did address it. She addressed it. Good afternoon. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I appreciate that. You got to try the turkey leg man in KC. Turkey leg man. Okay, let me see. You know what? Earlier I was at the store, and it took everything out of me not to buy that turkey leg. The only reason why I did not get it is because I only had one, and there's more than one person here at the house. So I was like, I'll just wait until I'll probably order some turkey legs from the place. Okay. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna get back to work. I'll be live a little bit later on. We'll talk about the turkey leg cut stuff, and then we'll go from there. All right. Now people came to know her for Remy exposing her. That's how I'm not gonna lie. That's how I found out about her. When Remy exposed her, that's how I really found out about her. And to be honest with y'all, let me say this before I go, because this is pertaining to Clarissa Sheilds. For me, I really think that Clarissa Shields' movie, what was it? She had like some sort of documentary that came out last Christmas. Am I right? I'm just saying, had she not been dealing with this papoose stuff, I really think that documentary really would have went high places. She was speaking about Remy Ma and Laila Ali when she should have been promoting that damn documentary. I'm just saying. I think had she not been focused on all this stuff over here with Remy Ma, Papoose, Laila Ali, she really should have been out here really dog tired promoting that documentary or whatever it was. Girl, nice try. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.